Hello, wonderful people of YPS community. My name is Rosemary Oseikofo, and today is another episode for these young children. And do you know what they want to tell us? They will say they want to use their voices to change the world. And let's hear what they want to use their voice to change the world for. My name is Rosemary Oseikofo. I'm going to be your host for the next 45 minutes, and let's listen to what these children have to say to us. Stay tuned.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, respected judges, parents, teachers, and friends. My name is Mami Asmina Kutu, and my nominee code is YP6. Today, I want to speak to you on how young people can change their world with their voices. Firstly, speaking up about important issues, sharing ideas and opinions such as education, health, the environment, and human rights. Secondly, using social media responsibly, raising awareness and encouraging positive change online. Thirdly, to take part in community activity, joining clubs, volunteering and helping solve local problems. Fourthly, educating others, sharing knowledge and inspiring friends and families to take action. Fifthly, advocating for change, writing letters, giving speeches and working with the organization improves the society. Finally, young people have powerful voices by speaking and acting responsibly and encouraging others. They make a positive difference in their community and the world. Thank you.
Imagine a world where young people stay silent in the face of wrongdoing. What kind of world would that have been? Our voices are powerful tools for change. Young people can raise awareness on issues that matter. Bullying, for example, has an effect on many young children in the senior high schools and then the junior high schools. This canker can only be stopped when we speak up against it. We can also speak up for the environment. By talking about climate change, we can encourage others to reduce pollution, protect nature, and to act before it's too late. Beyond awareness, every voice inspires. A single powerful message can motivate someone to work harder, be kinder, and to help the environment. In conclusion, young people can change the world by inspiring action and creating awareness. Every voice matters, and every young voice has the power to make a difference. Vote for me, YP3. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Nuna Pepe Lisa Kofi. Young people have a unique perspective about the world, which creates a valuable contribution to the society. By lending their voices, it is easy for them to attract the attention of the society as compared to the other generations. Young people can change the world in many ways with their voices. For instance, using digital platforms to raise awareness and launching viral campaigns to raise human issues. For example, human rights, for example, the right to education, the right to life and justice, good health, and sanitation issues. Talking about digital platforms, young people should use social media platforms such as TikTok, X, WhatsApp, YouTube, and Instagram to talk about many problems in the society. Young people should also use art, creative communication such as singing, dancing, poetry, visual art, public performance, and many more to talk about powerful issues in society to create change. In conclusion, young people should use their voice positively to create change. Thank you.
Distinguished judges, respected teachers, fellow contestants, good day. My name is Mensa Edwina. I'm a student of Lord Our Savior School in Basic 7. Today, I am here to educate us on how young people like myself can change the world on how the world sees teenage pregnancy. Imagine a bright young girl seated in the classroom. She's full of dreams and ambitions. She wants to become a doctor, a teacher, a pilot, or even a president. But one wrong move, one moment of abuse changes everything. Her books are replaced with baby clothes and her classroom with responsibilities. This is the painful reality of teenage pregnancy. Teenage pregnancy isn't merely a girl's problem. It's a societal, a national, and an educational problem. It takes away your dreams. It takes away your dreams, your passion, and your responsibility. But young people possess a very powerful tool that can help break this cycle, our voice. The first way young people can use their voice is through education and awareness. Knowledge is power. Young people can use school clubs, social media, and peer talks to talk on the real facts of teenage pregnancy and their consequences. Again, teenage pregnancy can reduce if we use our voice to support friends and set boundaries. Having a voice also means saying no and meaning it. It means telling your friend, your body, your future. You don't have to wait till you're adults to make impact. Lastly, we can use creative voices to change mindsets. Songs, drama, poetry, and art move people. This can change how the society sees teenage pregnancy from normal to preventable. In conclusion, teenage pregnancy can reduce if we use our voice to teach, to protect, and to inspire. Again, we do not have to wait till we're adults to make impact. The world is listening. Our voice is loud enough today. What will your voice say? Thank you.
Good day, distinguished judges, teachers, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adwa Benowakisi, a grade 7 pupil of Lord Our Savior School. Today, I stand before you to speak on the topic, how young people can change the world with their voices, focusing on the growing problem, illegal mining, popularly known as Galamsey. Imagine waking up and to discover the river your family depends on for drinking, cooking, and for farming has now become brown and polluted. Imagine seeing fertile farmland destroyed into beautiful pits, seeing beautiful forests reduced into barren lands. Sadly, this is not just imagination. It's the reality in many parts of Ghana today. Illegal mining is one of the greatest environmental problems facing our nation. Although many people believe that others can solve this problem, I believe young people also have an important role to play. To begin with, illegal mining destroys our water bodies. Miners use harmful chemicals such as mercury, which find their way into rivers and streams. Fishes die and water gets polluted. People who depend on these resources risk serious health problems. Clean water is essential for life, yet illegal mining continues to threaten these precious resources. Furthermore, illegal mining destroys our lands. Forests are cleared and big holes are left uncovered. Once fertile farmland becomes unusable, farmers lose their livelihoods and flooding becomes severe when loose soil are washed into rivers during heavy rains. In addition, wildlife suffers greatly. Forest disappears and animals lose their homes. Biodiversity declines when the balance of nature is disrupted. However, while this is serious, young people are not powerless. Our voices are a powerful tool for change. We can report illegal activities to our teachers, assembly members, and even community leaders. We can also raise an awareness through social media, share information about polluted rivers, and even create school club on environmental issues. Let's use our voice, not just to talk about the future, but to protect it. Together we create an environment for greener and safer environment for Ghana. Thank you.
Distinguished judges, teachers, fellow contestants, ladies and gentlemen, Dakonora is my name, but a first student from Lord Our Savior School. Today, I stand before you to speak on the topic that affects every human being on earth, climate change. Climate change is the long-term changes in the earth, weather patterns, and temperature. Whilst climate has changed naturally, human actions such as burning fossil fuels, cutting down forest trees, and polluting the environment has caused these changes to happen much faster than before. The effects of climate change are becoming more visible every day. We experience extreme heat, unpredictable rainfall, floods, drought, wildfires, and rising sea levels. Young people have an important role to play by protecting our planet. We can plant more trees, conserve water, recycle materials, and use energy responsibly. Ladies and gentlemen, the earth is our only home. We did not inherit it from our ancestors, but we borrowed it from the future generation. Let's all work together to protect it. In conclusion, climate change is a global challenge, but it's also a shared responsibility. By acting today, we can create a cleaner, a healthier, and a safer world for tomorrow. Thank you.
Good morning, distinguished judges, invited guests, teachers, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Isabella Sama Frempong, and I am 13 years old. I am honored to show how young people like me can use their voice to change the world from racial discrimination. Imagine being treated unfairly because of your skin color, your tribe, or your ethnic background. Imagine being judged before anyone takes the time to know who you are. Sadly, this is the reality many people face every day. Racial discrimination is the unfair treatment of individuals because of their tribe, their race, or ethnicity. This occurs when individuals are denied equal rights, respect, and opportunities. It happens in schools, workplaces, communities, and even among friends. Ladies and gentlemen, racial discrimination is harmful to both the individuals and to the society. Those who experience discrimination often suffer emotional pain, low self-esteem, and feelings of rejection. They may lose opportunities in education, employment, and leadership, not because they lack the ability, but because of prejudice. History has shown us that discrimination leads to injustice and suffering. However, it has taught us that a change is possible when people choose respect, understanding, and acceptance. As young people, we have an important role to play. We can treat others with kindness and respect others from different backgrounds. By embracing diversity, we can help build a stronger, peaceful, and united society. In conclusion, racial discrimination is a destructive practice that has no place in our world today. Let us look beyond color and recognize our shared humanity. No matter our race, our tribe, or nationality, we all deserve fairness, dignity, and respect. Let us not judge people by the color of their skin, but by the context of their character.
The forest we lose today, the future we raise tomorrow. Good day, distinguished judges, parents, teachers, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Majesta Adams, and I'm here to show you how a young person like me can change the world, speaking on the topic deforestation. Imagine a world without trees, a world where rivers dry up, animals lose their homes, and the air becomes hotter and more polluted. Sadly, this is the danger that deforestation poses to our planet. Deforestation is the removal of trees and vegetation, leaving the land bare and exposed. Forests are important because they provide us with oxygen, they regulate rainfall, protect wildlife, and help to maintain a healthy environment. The main causes of deforestation are illegal logging, mining activities, and the cutting down of trees for firewood and charcoal. As these activities increase, our forests continue to disappear. The effects are alarming. Deforestation causes soil erosion, climate change, reduced rainfall, flooding, and the destruction of wildlife habitats. The good news is that we can help. We can help to plant more trees, protect existing forests, report illegal mining and logging, and encourage the use of alternative sources of energy. Governments must also enforce forestry laws, whilst farmers must adopt to sustainable farming practices. As young people, our voices are very powerful. By educating others and protecting environmental conservation, we can help to protect our forests for a better and secure future. Together, let us protect our forests for a greener, healthier, and more sustainable forest. Thank you.
Good day, distinguished judges, fellow contestants, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jaden Deladem Kutu. Today, I will share how a young person like me can contribute to improving sanitation in our community. To begin with, sanitation refers to keeping one's immediate environment clean and healthy. So as responsible citizens, we can promote sanitation in our community by practicing proper waste disposal. This is one effective way of promoting sanitation in our community because it discourages littering and promotes cleanliness. In addition, young people can actively participate in cleanup exercises organized by schools, churches, communities, and other groups. I would also encourage these activities to be held every month, for it helps keep drains clear and reduces the likelihood of flood within our communities. In conclusion, sanitation is not only the responsibility of the government, it is the duty of every citizen. By working together and playing our individual roles, we can create a cleaner, healthier, and more beautiful community for all. Thank you.
Takun Daniel is my name, and I'm 12 years of age. I am a student of Lord and Savior School. As a young person like me, I am here to speak on pollution. Pollution, the silent enemy of our future. Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that the water you drink is poison, the air you breathe is dangerous, and the land that grows your food does no longer support life. Sadly, this is not just an imagination, but it is a reality caused by one major problem known as pollution. Pollution is the introduction of harmful substances into the environment, making the air, land, and water unsafe for humans, animals, and plants. Pollution is one of the greatest threats facing our world today. There are three major types of pollution, which are land pollution, water pollution, and air pollution. One major effect of pollution is poor health. Polluted air can cause asthma, lung diseases, heart problems, and even cancer. Polluted water spread deadly diseases like cholera and typhoid fever. Every year, millions of people suffer due to environmental pollution. Another serious effect of pollution is environmental destruction. Pollution contaminates our natural resources, destroys habitat, kills wildlife, and disrupts ecosystems. When forests are destroyed and waters are polluted, animals lose their homes and biodiversity declines. The good news is that pollution can be reduced if we all play our part. In conclusion, we must engage ourselves in proper waste disposal, reduce, reuse, and recycle materials whenever possible. We should always plant more trees, avoid littering, and conserve energy. Together, we can protect our planet. Together, we can fight pollution. Together, we can build a healthier, brighter, and cleaner environment. Thank you for your attention.
Gentlemen, fellow students, I greet you all. My name is Davo Harriet, and I am an 8th student from Lord and Savior School. Today, I'm here to use my voice to educate the youth on youth empowerment and job creation. Young people are often described as the leaders of tomorrow. However, for many young people, tomorrow can seem uncertain when opportunities for education and employment and skill development are limited. Young people are the backbone of every nation. What is youth empowerment? Youth empowerment is the process of equipping young people with knowledge, skills, confidence, and opportunities they need to succeed in life. An empowered youth is not only able to improve his or her own life, but can contribute positively to society. However, one of the biggest challenges facing every youth today is unemployment. Every year, thousands of young people complete school and enter their job markets with hopes and dreams. Unfortunately, many struggle to find employment, and this leads to poverty, frustration, and underdevelopment. This is why job creation is so important. Jobs provide income, purpose, dignity, and independence. The good news is that the 1992 Constitution of Ghana recognizes the importance of these issues. Article 24 guarantees the right to work under satisfactory conditions. Article 37 calls for equal opportunities for all citizens, while Article 38 emphasizes education as a right and a tool for national development. These provisions show that job creation and youth empowerment are not just good ideas, they are national responsibility. So, how can we empower our young people and create jobs? The main way we can do this is by the youth willing to learn, innovate, and take advantage of these opportunities. As the former president of South Africa once said, the youth today are the leaders of tomorrow. In conclusion, empowering young people and creating jobs are essential for building a prosperous Ghana. When we create jobs, we unlock creativity. When we empower young people, we unlock potential. And when we do both, we build a better Ghana for our people. Thank you.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I go by the name Boatin Ofori Abna Kunedu, a Basic 8 student from Lord Our Saviour School. Today, as a young person, I'd like to share how a young person like me can use their voice to change the world. Today, I'm also here to examine a barrier that undermines economies and robs societies of their true potential. Bribery and corruption are not just moral failings. They are systemic diseases that distort our global markets, destroys public trust, and steals our collective future. How many brilliant ideas, safe infrastructures, and fair markets have we lost due to the hidden cost of bribery and corruption? To confront this challenge effectively as young people, we can move past simple frustration and critically analyze how bribery and corruption operate, why they persist, and how we can systematically dismantle it with the help of our leaders. While bribery and corruption are often used interchangeably, they have distinct roles they play. Bribery is entirely transactional, representing the specific act of exchanging values, which is to improperly influence an official's decision, while corruption, on the other hand, is a broader, systemic abuse of entrusted power for private gain, manifesting as embezzlement, nepotism, and extortion. As the saying goes, a bribe buys a moment, but it sells our future. Imagine a nation where a young person's future is solely determined by the brilliance of their mind and not by the thickness of their wallets. Bribery and corruption are things hidden under the dark, and as young people, we can only reveal it when we carry the torch of accountability. Together as young people, let us carry the torch of accountability. Let us shatter the walls of corruption. Let us reclaim the honest, and let us bring the uncompromised future that belongs to all of us. And let us guard the governance and stop the bribes. Corruption is a shadow that thrives under the dark, but it can only be revealed when the light of accountability is shone on it. Thank you.
Good morning, panel of judges, fellow colleagues, and respected guests. I am Jogbanya Afidapo, a 13-year-old student from Lord Our Saviour, Basic 8. It delights me to deliver a speech on child labor. Why choose child labor? Because it's a very sensitive topic of public interest that is not talked about enough. I believe children are very special, a gift from God, and are the leaders of tomorrow's nation. To begin with, let's get to understand what child labor means. According to the Cambridge Learner's Dictionary, child labor is a situation where children under the ages of 15 are forced to work and earn money. An effect raises that it destroys the child physically, psychologically, mentally, and emotionally because they aren't the ones to get involved in these economic activities. It's therefore important these children get to go to good schools and help develop good personalities. Even though child labor is prohibited, you can all agree with me that children are seen, trading, and even sent to remote towns to fish, farm, and bring home something. If these children are to be given a chance to go to school, I assure you all that most of them can prove themselves worthy of becoming something. Practical examples of child labor are children trading along the streets of Ghana,
and even sent to remote towns, like I said earlier, and teens begging along vehicle points. In conclusion, I call for justice, not only for the children, but also for the parents. The parents also because most of them are illiterate and don't know what they are about. So therefore, I call on all respected authorities, like the human rights activists, government institutions, and even citizens, to help make amendments for these children's education and give funds to these parents to start off a business of their own, as well as be educated on the effect of child labor. The Deputy Speaker of Parliament once said, if we want a better nation tomorrow, then we should start investing in these children, because not only are they the future leaders of tomorrow, but also participants of education, as well as critical thinkers. I leave you with just one question. How would it feel and how would it be seeing our future leaders being illiterate? Are we moving forward as a nation, or are we moving back? Thank you.
Good day, panel of judges, invited guests, and my fellow contestants. My name is Betty Samari, and I stand before you today to tell you about how young people can use their voice to change the world. Young people are filled with a lot of ideas. When they get the opportunity to express the ideas, they can talk on important issues like health, education, and good moral values. They can encourage people to make better decisions by sharing useful information. Young people can also defend people who are treated unfairly by speaking up for issues like child labor, children's rights, gender equality, and the needs of people in the society. They can use their courage to encourage people to become stronger and to stand for what is right. Moreover, young people can also motivate people to contribute to national development. They can help them and encourage their friends and families to speak up. They can help them and encourage their friends and families to help keep the environment clean, obey the laws, and participate in community development. For example, Malala Yousaf, a 15-year-old girl, used her voice to campaign on climate change, and a 12-year-old girl named Greta Thunberg also used her voice to talk on girl-child education. In conclusion, the voice of young people is a powerful tool, and when used wisely, it brings about positive change, inspires positive actions, and makes the world a better place. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Favor Hildegard Upoku, a proud learner of Goshen Light Academy. Today, I stand before you to talk about how young people can change the world using their voices. Young people possess much less power, creativity, and energy, making them a driving force to global changes. Young people can influence policies and laws. Young people can also speak about urgent issues like environmental conservation to the appropriate global leaders. This draws immediate attention to these critical activities and prompts decision makers to rewrite an outdated legislation for social changes and to protect future generations. Also, social media platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and more. Young people can raise massive awareness on issues they care about like racial justice and climate change on a global scale. Young people can educate others by sharing educational videos. Again, young people can transform the world by advocating for the unheard or ignored. Young people are recognized as non-politicals, so when they lend a voice to those who do not have equal access to education, environmental protection, and basic human rights, it cuts through the partisan noise, making it easier for leaders to hear them and to provide long-term solutions. In conclusion, young people can join project groups to offer direct input of what their generation needs. Young people, let us use our voices to create the generation we want to live in. Let us lead, stand up, and speak out. Thank you.
Fellow contestants and other invited guests, I am here to talk about how young people can use their voice to change the world. Young people have the power to use their voice to change the world when they speak up about important issues like 1. Education, 2. Environmental protection, 3. Social vices and other immoral practices like teenage pregnancy, prostitution, drug abuse, and others. By expressing their ideas and opinions, they can help raise awareness and encourage others to take action. Young people can also use social media, public speaking, and community activities to share good messages. They can also educate others, inspire change, and support good causes. Their voices can reach many people and help bring attention to problems. For example, in 2025, a young girl named Nana Ekia talked about plastic waste. She said, Ghana produces large amounts of plastic waste but has low recycling waste. This called for attention and action. In conclusion, young people can make a great impact when they talk about important issues. When they talk about important issues, using their voices wisely and responsibly. By speaking confidently, promoting positive values, and encouraging others to do good, they can help create a better and brighter future for the world. Please vote for me on my nominee code YP4. Thank you. Protecting animals and nature. Good morning, everyone. My name is Zaina Sesifiati, and I am a student at Falsa School. Today, I have something very important to tell you all. Protecting animals and nature. Animals are part of our world. They give us joy and help us in many ways. But many animals are in danger because people are harming their homes. Trees are being cut down, rivers are being polluted, and animals are losing their homes. If you do not speak out, many animals will not have a place to live. I need to let my voice be heard so that people will know how it is important to take care of our environment. We can start by planting more trees, keeping our surroundings clean, and not hurting animals. I believe that even children like me can make a difference. If we all speak out and work together, we can protect our animals and nature for the future. We should remember that nature is like our home, and we should take care of it with love and kindness. So I ask everyone here today, let my voice be heard. Let us protect animals and nature for the future. Thank you.
Pipini Jr., a proud student of the Falsa School and a contestant of YPS Season 8. Today, my topic is based on how young people can use their voice to change the world. Young people have the power to use their voice to change the world because every voice matters. A voice isn't just for speaking, but it is used to share ideas, expressing opinions, and standing up for what is right. Young people can use their voice to raise awareness about important issues such as bullying, education, peace, and injustice. By speaking up, they can encourage others to take action and make a difference. They can also promote peace and kindness in their schools and communities because a few positive words can inspire others and bring about change. In addition, young people can use social media public speaking like YPS to share messages that motivate and educate the public. In conclusion, young people can change the world by speaking the truth, inspiring others, and standing up for what is right. No one is too young to make a difference. If we use our voice wisely and confidently, we will be able to build a better future for everyone. I humbly ask for your vote and support using my nominee code YP7. Thank you.
Someone will be asking how young people change the world with their voice. My name is Ralph Mensah-Bulba, a student of First Step School. Young people change the world with their voice by speaking in public, showing up, sharing ideas that will benefit the country. First of all, young people share ideas using social media like TikTok, status, and everything. So today, young people talk about flooding and things that is disturbing the country. Today, I'm here to talk to you as a proud ambassador of my school, a young public speaker, speaking on how young people voices reach out the whole nationwide. Young people like me, standing here before you, I am here to speak to you about flood. Flood is something that disturbs many people. And today, I'm here to talk to you as a young speaker, telling you how we can do to stop flood. By We must stop throwing rubbish in gutters. It helps. It makes flood comes. Water enters our home. We must stop doing things that will bring out flood. 2. Deforestation. Deforestation suck animals to the next place because without trees, they can't live. We get air from plants. So without plants, we can't live. Please vote for me. My donor code is YP8.
My name is Amiel Al-Hassan. I'm in class 4. And today my topic is how young people can use their voices to change the world. Even though we are small, our voices are powerful. We can use our voices to stand up, to speak up for people who are treated unfairly. We can also use our voices to bring good ideas to our homes, societies, and environments. We can use our voices. We can also use our voices to say kind words to make people feel happier. We use words like sorry, please, and thank you to share kindness. We also encourage our friends. We also encourage our friends to feel stronger. My YP code is 28. Thank you.
Good morning, judges, parents, and friends. My name is Emma Kuska Abiu, and I'm here to discuss with you how young people can change the world with their voice. Young people have the power to make a positive impact on the world through their voice. Their ideas, creativity, and passion can inspire change. Young people can speak up for education, environmental protection, human rights, and social justice by sharing their opinions respectfully to influence others. Young people can use their voice to promote kindness, inclusion, and understanding. Listening to others can help build stronger communities. Again, young people can use their voice by joining youth organizations, programs, and leadership programs and volunteer activities. They can learn skills and help solve problems. In conclusion, every voice matters. When young people speak up courageously and take action, they can help build a better future for everyone. I'm Rakuska Bill from Jina International School. Kindly support me with your votes, and my new code is YP10. Thank you.
Good morning, parents, judges, fellow contestants. My name is Subra Zakaria. I stand here this morning to share with you the various ways young people can change the world with their voices. Before I begin, I would like to draw your attention to the old adage that says, I quote, "Children are the future leaders of tomorrow." This adage has become stale to the sense that the contribution of young people in the future is as important as what they will do today. Things that affect adults in the society affect children too, making this topic apt for a discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, the voices of young people is as powerful as our being. We express strong opinions, we share ideas, and we stand up for our rights. In today's era of social media and digital platforms, using our voices has become even easier and more relevant because there are a plethora of issues that need the voices of young people to discuss, namely galamsey menace, dumping of rubbish into drains that results in flood when it rains, ethnic fights, bullying in schools, corruption by officials of a state, and many more. Through the formulation of school clubs, volunteer programs, community activisms, and joining activities such as tree planting exercises, cleanup and sanitation day, among others, young people will be recognized as formidable members of a society and their views considered in formulating policies and drafting laws that will curtail the incidence of the above-mentioned menace. Young people could also use social media platforms such as TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube to share ideas, advocate, and question society on issues that will affect the community negatively. 1. Deforestation. 2. Illegal mining. 3. Water pollution, and many more. Young people could also speak on things that will make the community better. 1. Stop dumping rubbish into water bodies. 2. avoid illegal mining. 3. Creating and teaching young people on how to create a business plan for young entrepreneurs. 4. Healthy eating for a healthy life, and many more. Ladies and gentlemen, the voices of young people can play a crucial role in how the society operates. They can change existing narratives of existing problems, as well as add their voices to issues that will bring hope and restore peace. Let us all stand, rise, and embrace the voices of young people today, for it is today that shapes the future. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and honorable panelists. My name is Paco Eloida Bedu, and today I would like to talk to you about the topic, how young people can change the world with their voices. There are a lot of trending bad topics that has been happening in our fellow country, Ghana, but the most trending one is floods. These are some of the things that people do that cause floods. 1. Dumping refuse into our gutters and sewers that does not allow smooth flowage of water. 2. Building houses in the middle of gutters and sewers that does not allow the water to move. And lastly, 3. Cutting down trees that serve as windbreakers. I believe that if we can focus on these three activities that has been happening in our country can become a better place for families and other people. Even someone in Sweden called Greta Thunberg has already started with a solution that we should enforce the law on those 3 things I said, and that you all are probably wondering, how can a young public speaker like me help with this problem? Well, we can use social media apps like TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube to educate people on how to stop these things. That is 1. Planting of trees when cut down. 2. Stopping people from throwing rubbish into our gutters and sewers to allow smooth flowage of water. And 3. Stop people from building in our waterways. I believe that if we can focus on these 3 things and stop them, our country can become a better and more professional place for people. Thank you.
Good morning, distinguished judges, respected teachers, parents, fellow students, and friends. My name is Olive Kesua Ajman, and today I'll be speaking on the topic, how young people can change the world with their voices. Many people believe that changing the world is only for adults, parents, or anybody else. However, I believe that young people also have the power to make a difference. We may be young, but our ideas, opinions, and actions matter. A voice is not just something by speaking loudly. It's about speaking for what is right, sharing opinions, and inspiring positive change. Young people can change the world with their voices in many ways. First, we can change the world. We can speak against bullying, discrimination, and injustice. When we stand up for other people, we help create a kinder and safer society. Second, we also raise awareness on important issues such as education, health, and environmental protection. In conclusion, young people can change the world with their voices by raising awareness on important information, and raising other options too. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mubarak Razak, and I'm a proud ambassador of Falsey Foundation School. Young people can change the world with their voice by speaking against bad things and sharing good ideas and encouraging social media change. How young people can change the world with their voice? By speaking against bad things, by speaking against bad things, and by talking about bad things that can be solved. My code is YP11, and PC guys should vote for me. Thank you.
Great people of YPS community, I believe you have enjoyed yourself so much with what these young adults can use their voice for to change this community that we are living in and this country that we are living in. All too soon, the program has come to an end for episode 2, and I believe that you are keenly watching and then voting for your favorite contestant. To register your word on this program, just call 055-866-3068 and ask for more questions. See you in the next episode next week. Bye-bye.